Okay. Hey everybody, Benjamin Kane, welcome to the show. Another day in the garage. It's been a while since I filmed anything. I've been really busy. It's been like a month since I filmed anything. Yeah, I know. I'm not procrastinating, I've just been really busy with Etsy, eBay, helping my friend start her own business and everything. Been taking care of my Aunt Jean, working a full-time job. Yeah, there's not a lot of time to get filming and editing and all that done. So it's been about a month. But today's video, because I'm trying to get back into it, is about this guy. So let me flip you around so you can see. It's about this guy right here. Walk around it so you can see it. This here is my RC aircraft box that I've built. Yeah, I'm into RC aircraft, tanks, RC cars. Back during high school and college, I was into RC battleships, where we would literally put BB guns on battleships and rake each other or broadside each other and everything and sink each other's ships. Let me open it up here so you can see. I built this box a while back. So this is... there's my drone. That's going to live there, I believe. And then I got battery box. Here's my DX6. And then this is the controller for this drone. I've got another drone right there that my DX6 powers, but the firmware is messed up. Here's my charger for all these batteries and other batteries I have with all the cables, little miscellaneous goods and everything. Today's episode we are going to be, well, not just today's videos, but in this episode we are going to be finishing this box. We're going to be painting it, and we are going to either felt, we're going to either felt it or line the inside. We're going to paint the outside blue. One of these blues. I think I'm going to go with this Bear gloss ink. That, or this is a matte. I'm leaning more towards this. But that's this episode here. We're going to just finish this up. This has been sitting since like, what was that? Probably May and everything on my shelf. So like I've taken it out to the field and used it kind of, and I'm just ready to get it finished. And like I said, I've been too busy lately and kind of burnt out on stuff, so I need an easy build to get back into making videos. So first things first, we have to disassemble. We got to take all the hardware off and take the top off. We're going to paint the inside of this, like right here. It's going to be the blue, and then the exterior is going to be the blue, and I'm going to line the interior with felt or something, and I'm going to line this with something. This is just foam board from Dollar Store, guys. I might remake this. I do not know if I totally like it. I'm not sure yet, but get back down in there. Yeah, whatever. So that's the plan for today. Let me put the phone in its cradle, and then we'll get started. So alright guys, so everything has been scuffed up and is ready to go. I've got the door open and the fan going to blow the exhaust out. I'm going to paint all the hardware first so I can get it off the table, and then we'll go in and we'll paint the box. Okay, so here we go. guys. We're gonna let those dry before we flip them over and spray a little bit of the interior. And that'll be it for today, because like I said, tomorrow's Labor Day, with it being Sunday. No place is open, so I can't go get the lining or nothing. And plus, I haven't decided which lining I want to use. If I just want to put felt in, or if I want to put, I don't know, something else in. But that's for today. Or not for today. I'll be back in a little bit after this dries, and then I'll spray it, and then that'll be it. But I won't show that. I'll just cut that out. So flip it around here. Here's the box. I used for the paint, it's the Behr BEHR from Home Depot. It's ink, and it's gloss. It's a gloss blue. Everything. I gotta redo these a little bit because they're a little bit stiff. The only thing that hasn't been reattached really is this guy right here, because I had to. So let's take that off. That's down. Okay. Get out of the way. Sorry about that, guys. There's the box interior. I went in and I sprayed the edges and everything a little bit. This is gonna get felt. I got some gray felt coming that I thought would look good for it, because I'm going for aircraft look, so blue. I figured gray would be fine. I found an ivory colored felt, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna be here in time, so I went ahead and bought the gray. So that'll be here, I think, Tuesday or possibly even tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure, with the holiday and everything. So that's where we're at right now, guys. So next time you see me, we will start lining the inside of these boxes, and I've got to rebuild possibly that and line that. Focus. Right there, yeah, that thing. There you go. Get my hand out of the way. So that's gotta get lined and everything. Like I said, the drone, that red drone right there, is probably gonna sit here. I'm gonna have two leather straps that come across underneath the legs, so it'll clip in and everything. So I'll pull it out and everything. But that won't all get done until I get the felt and everything. Figure out where everything's gonna go. Please, won't you be my neighbor? Hi, everybody. Another day in the garage. It is, what time is that? Snoopy there is telling me the time. It is 9:04. 9:04 on Sunday morning. And we are going to continue working on my RC box. So let me flip you around here so you can see what we're working on. Okay, so we are continuing with this here today. I got all that stuff over there. I got two tables. We're going to be lining the boxes with this gray felt I have here. We will be using Super 77 adhesive. I got a line. Get up there. This guy is going to sit here. Two leather straps are going to go across underneath these feet. And there's going to be clips so that it clips in place and everything. And then this here will be lined too. After these are lined, these will sink into place. I gotta redo this. This is some old, cheap, beat up poster board and everything, so I'm gonna go back and do that. I gotta glue this down. It's gotta be lined. There's all kinds of things to be doing today. So we got that. I got myself a new sheet for possibly making that. I don't know. I might use that. I do not know. We're doing some leather working today to make those straps. Got a bunch of cut foam board here already. We're going to be cutting more of the felt. I want to show you guys these because I just bought these and I love them. These are powered electric scissors. Yeah. Follow a girl on. So I do amateur cosplay and everything. I'm constantly sewing and working with stuff. So I follow a lot of other content creators, and she A girl I follow on Facebook makes a lot of her own dresses and everything, and sells them, one-offs and everything. But she had these, and I saw these, and I was like, I need those. It would make my whole process so much faster and easier. And truth be told, I think you guys should have these. So I'm gonna put a link to these in the description. They go to on Amazon. I think it's like $31.99. I think is what it was. But they are amazing. Come with 2 sets of shear heads, charging cable. So they're really nice. I got the door open, so you guys might hear some, well, you can hear that bird right now, but you can hear cicadas and other bugs. You might hear my neighbors mowing their lawns. It's a beautiful day here in Kentucky. Northern Kentucky, just south of Cincinnati. Yeah, just wanted you guys to see that. Alright, also, I want some exhaust going because Super 77 can sometimes get a little overwhelming. First things first we're going to do, guys, we're going to tape up a border around this on the wood, and then we're going to attach newspaper so that when I do spray Super 77, it gets on the paper and not on the exterior of the box, because I like this nice exterior that we worked so hard to get pristine. Super 77 contact spray adhesive. Turn the fan on, it's gonna be loud. Any contact adhesive, you should spray it on and then give it a few minutes, and then when it comes tacky, apply the 2 together, and then it'll bond. This is mostly used in automobile industry, or attaching felt and stuff, different stuff, like the interior of your car. Fun part, applying this right, just right. There you go, guys. It is now. The bottom is now lined. So now we're going to do the top. is now lined. I'm gonna let these sit for a bit and everything, and then while these sit, I'm gonna work on cut the interior pieces. I'm gonna clean off this table a little bit. Super 77. Like I said, you're supposed to let it sit for a few minutes, but in this occasion, I really wanted to get that in there before it's set up, because once it sticks, it sticks. So that's why I kind of went against the whole wait a couple minutes to put it in, or to adhere the felt. I also got to trim off a little bit of the board because I made this a little bit big. This is going to sit there, this is going to sit here. This. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to the other table, start working on stuff over there. So, 1 second. Okay, so when I built this box, this insert to sit into the box there, guys, I did the dimensions before I put the felt in, and now that the felt is in, I have to compensate for that tolerance. So I'm simply going to cut off this edge here. That's all out. Okay. Cut this here. Sometimes you have to backtrack when you do a job, guys. Take just the thickness of the poster board. Off of this edge here, about a 1/4 inch. Yeah. New blade, got to switch that out. A lot of these blades, as you can see, they got striations. See that? You see that right there? There and there. You just break them off. Something there. Be careful not to cut yourself. Actually, bring it down like that. Up new sharp blade. This, I've heard people taking these and put them in pop cans and then they throw them in the garbage and everything. And my thing is, what if somebody ever heard that? They pick up that can somewhere and they rattle, they hear whatever, then they think it's money or something. So they go and they dump it out, and then next thing you know, they got a razor blade going into that hand. That's why I prefer just a screw-on clear container like this old coffee can. Sorry, just a little bit of wisdom. That's why I do. Anyway. There we go. Cuts like butter now. Another thing is, when you're cutting anything really, you want to score it. You don't want to try and cut through on the first take, because then you're going to make problems for yourself. There you go, guys. This will also get lined with this gray felt and everything. As soon as I get everything together. We got hot glue that together. And then we can start lining that. Heat gun, or glue gun's heating up. I keep calling it a heat gun. It's not a heat gun, it's a glue gun then. Check yourself. That cools for a bit. I'm going to show you guys something. The hot glue. Working with hot glue, you're going to get a piece of it on you. If you get a piece on you and you do this really fast, you won't burn yourself because you are changing the surface area at which the hot glue is on your finger. Watch. See, it was hot, but it did not burn me actually. It wasn't that bad. And then just keep doing that and it will come off. That's how if you get some hot glue on you, you won't get a 3rd-degree burn or a burn blister or something. Just to tell you. So yeah, when you feel that heat, start working your finger on whatever's hot. Alright guys, so there's the layout of the box. Let me lay it down like this. Okay, so we got my DS6 and the controller and the controller for this drone here. This here is my battery charger. These are cables for the battery charger. And I got a charger in here for the batteries that go with this. And then this is tools and extra parts that I carry with me when I go out into the field, in case I need to do some maintenance in the field. This here is going to be a battery well. I'm going to get some foam and cut it out and everything so the batteries slot into the foam and everything. So that's going to be a totally different thing. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'm probably not even going to do that today, but I still got to find the foam. But we're going to now glue this insert in. Glue this insert in. And then we can start felting the interior of this box. Okay, I made another cutout, so that's going to sit straight up and down like that. There's a little cubby there. Show you. There you guys go. Little cubby here for the charger to sit in. So now we're going to felt all of this. Fun time, lots of cutting. This is definitely going to be a time lapse for you guys. But at the same time, I'm going to show you guys that nice pair of scissors that I got. These guys. Clear off the table some of this stuff I'm not going to be able to do right now. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you off these real fast because I'm about to felt this box and everything. So there's going to be lots of cutting and everything. It's going to be a time lapse because it's going to be way too long. I wanted to show you these real fast. So there's that line I need to cut. Like butter. I love these things. They're my new favorite pair of scissors. Like I said, Amazon, $31.99 I think. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. I'm not getting paid for these links right now, guys. I haven't monetized or nothing. I just feel these are really good to add to one's arsenal of tools in it. So we're gonna go into a time lapse because I gotta cut and lots of figuring. So time lapse time. Okay guys, so I had to turn the camera off because I was really stressed out and there's other stuff going on here at the house. But I've got the felt cut and lined in here. There's several overlapping and everything, so there was a lot of math and everything involved to get everything somewhat covering. I still got a little bit right there and a little bit right there of the foam you can see, but I think I can stretch this and make it look nice. So we're going to be using the Super 77 over there, like we did with the two boxes here, to attach the foam to this poster board and everything. So yeah, I had to turn off the camera because there's other stuff going on here at the house. I was trying to think about working on this as well as making good content, and it was messing me up. So I had to turn off the camera. Every once in a while you have to do that. You have to think about the project and everything. But I'm gonna cut again. So when you guys come back, this is going to be felted and ready to go into those boxes, and then I can make the leather straps for the lid that will hold that drone there in place, and then the lid can be reattached to the bottom, and then the box will be filled, and then the project will be done. So yeah, that's the plan and everything. Alright there, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The box is now felted. It's got a couple small imperfections. Came out a lot better than I thought. It was my first time ever lining a box of any type. Yeah, so there you go. I know there's a dark spot there. That's hot glue. I'm gonna have to fix that, but for now it's good. So I'm gonna put the phone back in the cradle. We're gonna fill all these slots up with all the stuff down there. And this is gonna go inside of here. And then we're gonna work on attaching the leather strapping, all that stuff's right there, to this to hold that red drone down there. So back in the cradle with the phone and we'll get started. There she is, in the compartment. Pull it down a little bit here and there, but I can fix that. It's nothing big. But there you go. Okay, that's going to sit back here. And now we're going to work. Because I literally just finished up on this. So it's a little bit damp still from the Super 77. So we're going to work on this guy right here. The idea is to have this sit here and then have two straps attached to the base. Come out to here and they hold there and there. So that I just have to unclip it and then this will fall away. And then I can pull this out and use it for that. I showed you guys this when I was working on my Mikado build and everything. I went on there, I tried. So this came in a kit and everything. I bought the leather tools and everything. So I added that and then I found a listing just for this and everything. So that's in, I'll put that in the description. Like I said, the only problem I have with this, because this is from the kit. So I got the kit on in the links, but I also have just this from a certain company and everything. But the problem with this thing is this little brass finial piece. It's not there for anything. It's just there for show. It comes off really easy. So yeah, I'm not sure if they fixed that in this other listing or not, but I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Now, when I want to do it, or I want to use it, comes out. Very nice. I like that. I always like these little kind of attachments here like this. Like I'm making a kind of a Ricochet O'Connor thing from the Mummy for my truck and everything, for hauling tools and everything. And I've got these long windows in my Suburban and everything. And I've got these wax canvases that run the full length of those windows. And they'll roll up, and then like when I'm camping and everything, and I want to get some sleep, all I gotta do is unroll them, and they'll act as blinds for the windows. But also I can attach via these attachments here, like tools, other implements I need to take, like equipment and everything. My fishing rod, I got an axe, I got all this other camping equipment that I want to take with me, because You never know what you're gonna get into when you're out there, so you plan for anything basically. Alright, so that's reattached. Solid. Now we are going to reattach the hinge here. And then these guys are going to be one once more. Drone's out, fly drone, do whatever I want with it. When I'm done, go back in, put that there, carefully. Support the box pan, do not send it creaming over the side, all your hard work will be for nothing. Okay. Let's put some stuff in. Let's put some stuff. Batteries. I'll put them in there for now. Alright guys, let's get you out of the cradle and let you see it. Flip you around. Yep, yep. Little drone here, I'm gonna put in there too. He's gonna sit right in there for now. There you go. So I got battery charger. Some batteries right now. These are probably gonna. I need to make get some foam, cut out foam and everything, so that they will slot into the foam. It's probably gonna live right here, but for now they're gonna live there. This is tools and extra parts for this guy. This here is mostly. Let's see what have I got in there. So these are all the wires and everything for this guy. For powering different batteries. Got my DX6. I got the manual down there, and this here is a controller for that. I use my DX6 for this drone here, and for my Corsair that I built. My these guys at Flight Test built a Mining Minis Corsair and everything, so I was like, I need to have that, so I downloaded it and built it. It's in the work area and everything. But let's see now. That fits like that. Oh, come on. There you go. Locked in place. Bit of a hectic build here, guys. It's taken me 2 weeks to basically do this because I painted the box in everything one day. That you all saw, but it took me a full day just to get it to the wood piece, which you did not see. Everything. So there's the box. Oops, I got all this stuff on the floor then. Sorry guys. Okay, that's out of my way now. There's the box. Handles on the side, piano hinge on the back. You get all these corner pieces, which I really like. Open it up. These are spring tension. I might switch those out for ones that don't have springs. Get into this, and there everything is. Very nice, I think. This is my first time lining a box. So let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. There are some imperfections that I need to go back and fix, but otherwise, I think it came out really good. Like that guy there, I gotta fix him. Yeah, there you go. And the reason I put this in here is because just in case for some reason I want someday or someone use this box for something else, this whole piece comes out and you just have a box. But there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, of course. I'm always up for comments, always listening to constructive criticism. Throw away. Constructive criticism. So, thank you very much. You all have a nice day. I will see you later.